was a flame, a candle, shining bright through the pain. Christmas time is brighter with you.
My name is Ed Bentley, and I have a personal message for members, adherents, and friends of Eastminster United Church in Belleville. I think it applies to members and supporters of other churches as well. Well, many of us are busier than we want to be at this time of the year, when there are multiple demands on our time and bank accounts. I want to talk about something that is really important, just in case it might slip off your radar. Business experts tell us that the Christmas season is a make or break time for retail sales. Well, that is no less true for churches and other charities that depend on the goodwill and generosity of their donors. That's why we're being bombarded with requests, often with gifts like greeting cards and promises of matching donations. Our church has no gimmicks or bribes to offer, but it is no less dependent on our generosity. I hope you share my excitement about what's happening at Eastminster. In less than a year, Reverend Mike, with his staff and volunteer partners, has excited our congregation with purpose and energy and hope. Attendance at worship is increasing. There are new programs, study groups, opportunities for young people to get together and have fun while their spirits are nurtured. The online ministry through our YouTube channel has grown exponentially. When Reverend Mike speaks of Eastminster as a place where faith comes to life, he really means it. However, while there has been a significant increase in financial support so far this year, it looks like we may repeat what has happened in the past few years, that income is not enough to pay all our expenses, and we have been forced to draw from reserve funds. There are at least two big problems with doing so. First, no organization can survive indefinitely if it can't pay its bills. At the same time, the primary purpose of those reserve funds is to provide for new projects that expand the mission and ministry of the congregation. With just a few weeks remaining before year end, it's not too late to break that pattern in 2025. And so I offer this challenge, not to those who are struggling to make ends meet. I'm very aware of how hard that can be, but to people like me, those of us whose disposable income allows us to use some of our blessedness to bless others. Economists tell us that there will be an enormous transfer of wealth when our baby boom generation finally lets go our earthly treasure. Now, that won't be true of all of us, of course, but for those who are able to participate, the last couple of years have been good ones for investments exceeding the very real impact of inflation. As a result, I think there are others like me who will be deciding in the next few weeks how we will complete our charitable giving this year. There are many opportunities to give, many important causes that deserve our support. My challenge is to make sure you don't forget our church. We are so grateful to everyone who gives their time, talent, and money. Thanks especially to those who have returned their intention forms for next year, and a reminder that those forms will be gratefully received through the end of December. But first, we still have time to meet the challenge we accepted when we approved this year's general fund budget. As always, there are many ways to give. Information, including a link to Canada Helps, is provided on our website. There are offering envelopes in the Advent Christmas Appeal. We can even call the church office to donate by credit card. It's like the story of the loaves and the fishes. If each of us shared whatever we are free to give, there will be enough to meet the need and more besides. And remember, we don't give just to pay the bills. We give so that we may be part of a ministry whose mission truly is to bring faith to life for ourselves and for our community.
It's Christmas with you.